We've got a load of transformations to do in this question. Let's start with the first one, translate. Now, to translate means to use a vector, and this vector, in this case, the top number always refers to x, the bottom number to y. If it's a positive x, we go in the positive x direction to the right, because it's a minus, we'll be going left by -3. And in the y, because that is positive, we'll be going up. You can see the increasing in the y direction here. That's what that one means there. It means to go up 1. If it was a negative, we'd go down. So then I'm just going to take all my points in turn. Let's start with the bottom left point. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 left, and then 1 up. It's going to end up over here. Do the next one with the bottom right. 1, 2, 3, 1 up, and you can see I've formed a base. And finally, the top one, 1, 2, 3, 1 up, and you can see the triangle has formed. So I'm just going to now draw that triangle, because that wasn't very good. I just picked some points, but it's the whole triangle that I'm translating. Okay, there we go. Right, now describe fully the single transformation, just one transformation that represents the following: a rotation of 180 degrees, followed by a rotation of 90 degrees clockwise, both about 0, 0. Now you could think about this, you might not even need to do look at a shape, but I think a good idea is to look at a shape, and let's go with T that we've been given. And then let's do some rotation. So I'm just going to put a little arrow on my diagram to show where I'm pointing up, and then I'll know when I've moved 90 degrees or when I've moved all the way around 180 degrees, which just help me a bit more. Okay, so what you should do is you should get some tracing paper, draw over the triangle with pencil, draw this little arrow somewhere on your diagram pointing up, or any direction really, but up is a good shout. And then put your points on the center, in this case 0, 0, and then turn it. I'm doing something similar here, and off we go. Okay, I'm turning it clockwise in this case. That is 90 degrees. So it was facing up, now it's facing to the right. You can see a 90-degree angle between the up and the right, hopefully. I can keep going. Now that is 180 degrees. So I've got it done. I could draw this triangle right now, or I could just carry on. So now I want to do a rotation about the same point, 90 degrees clockwise. No, actually, all I need to do is keep going. So there we are. I've done these two transformations. I've ended up here. And that is equivalent to a single transformation, 270 degrees clockwise, because I went 180 and then 90. A better way of saying it is to do 90 degrees anti-clockwise. So you can see if I started here and I went 90 degrees anti-clockwise, I end up in exactly the same place. So I'm going to write that down. A single transformation, a rotation with center 0, 0 of 90 degrees anti-clockwise. All right. The shape helps us find it, but it does hopefully make sense. The fact that, if you think about it kind of intuitively in your head, you might be able to get to the answer. Right, next one, a reflection in the x-axis followed by a reflection in the y-axis. I think for this one, I'm going to come back to do a T and do these reflections and then try and figure out what's going on. I think it's a bit trickier to understand in your head what's going on and be able to predict what single transformation it is. So let's take T. We're going to first do it in the x-axis. So here is my mirror line. And I'm going to take each point and I'm going to go perpendicular into the mirror line. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. The bottom right corner is going to end up here. Bottom left corner, 1, 2, 1, 2, same distance away. Top corner is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can see it's the same triangle. It's just that it's now facing the other way. All right, and now we need to do a reflection in the y-axis. So this is now my mirror line. And then I'm going to do the same again. So bottom corner now, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. Top left, 1, 2, 1, 2. and then this top right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and there is my triangle. So the question is, how can I go straight from here to here? That's what the question wants me to do, or indeed in general for any shape this should work. Well, let's return back to our rotation, or let's think about it. So it's not a translation, it's not an enlargement, it's not, it doesn't look like a reflection. Could it be a rotation? It does look like it. So if we return back to our starting point, well, what if we did center 0, 0? Does that work? And in fact, it does. It fits it perfectly. So in fact, it's another rotation. But it's this one here. It's a rotation with center 0, 0 of 180 degrees. There we go. We've done these three kinds of transformations. We've thought about it. We've used t to help us. And those are the answers.